welcome back. Following on from last lesson where we looked at complementary and supplementary angles, we're now moving on to what we call adjacent angles. So the first thing that we need to know is that adjacent means being next to, okay? So when we're looking at adjacent angles, what we're really trying to look at is angles that are next to each other. Now for two angles, or for angles to be next to each other, there's two really important things that we need to know. The first one being is that the two angles must share the same vertex. Okay, and the second thing that we really need to know is that the two angles must share a common arm. Okay, so given those two things, let's move over to our diagram that we have here. And let's identify the angles first and then see if they share the vertex and the same common arm. Okay, so starting with angle 1, I can see that we've got an arm here labeled A, we have a point here called B, and then another arm here called C. So we're going to identify that as angle ABC. Okay. Then we also have another angle here where we've got arm C, we have a point called B, and then we have another arm called D. So let's call this angle CBD. Okay, I've written them down here for you so you can see that. Now the first tick of the box that we need to address is, do they share a common vertex? So looking at the diagram, we've got angle ABC. Okay, now we've identified that the vertex in this angle is B, but is B the vertex for angle CBD? In fact, yes it is. Okay, so there's the first tick of the box. We've got the vertex. Now the second tick of the box, do the angles share a common arm? Okay, so let's go back and identify the angles and then see if they do share a common arm. So we've got angle A, B, C, and then we also have an angle called CBD. Now, do both of these angles share a common arm? Yes, in fact they do. Okay, they share the common arm, which we've labeled as C. Okay, so given this diagram and the two important things that we need to remember, we've identified that angle ABC and angle CBD are in fact adjacent angles. They sit next to each other, they share a common vertex, and they share a common arm. Okay, thank you.